Hey folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to Let's Play some more Motorsport Manager. It's the Underdog Challenge. We are the Predator Racing Group, and we're trying to get from the very bottom of the racing world to the very top. We had a great race last time. And I want to give a shout out to Mayani, who sent me an email this morning, actually, with some really useful information. They actually, because this is a game that's made in C#. It can be really decompiled, and you can get a lot of information out of it. And they did so and found information about part wear, in particular with regards to the question of, do we really know how the engine wear is affected by different speeds? Because there's nothing definitive within the game. There's, a couple places where there is a plural for engine modes, which sort of implies maybe, but we don't know the specifics. Well, now we kind of sort of do, and also found out some really interesting new information. So there's a function that determines the condition loss of every part. And the first thing that's very interesting and answers or explains something that that I'd noticed before is that so basically every lap, every so often, every part on your car loses some condition. That's understood. But you know how sometimes it feels like, okay, the part's getting pretty low, but we should have enough to finish the race, right? And then all of a sudden it starts to drop like a rock. Well, it turns out once a part gets into the red zone, the amount it loses basically for free is basically doubled. So once you hit the red zone, the part condition drops about twice as fast as before. And that is huge information by itself. So thank you for that. In addition, we have the actual information on the engine mode stuff. Basically, so the random amount that a car, loses every lap or every section or however often this function gets called, does get multiplied by the engine mode. So if the part is an engine, then the engine mode does increase it. Being in red actually increases it, so it multiplies it by 1.6, so it's 60% more engine wear when you're in the red mode. It's 1.2, so 20% more engine wear in the high mode, orange. And this surprised me, when you're in low engine mode, it's multiplied by 0.5, so it halves the wear in blue mode, and that is actually immensely huge news. So we definitely learned a lot over there. So in orange, you do lose more engine mode, but not to a stupid amount. 20% more. I mean, that's, you're not getting 20% more speed out of your engine on orange, but it's pretty notable. And I would say that, doing a lot of driving in orange mode is very reasonable. And actually, combined with the fact that in blue engine mode, the wear is multiplied by 0.5, means you can really afford to push the engine a lot more and then go to blue later on. So that's some really, really, really good information that we are definitely going to put to use. I think that this is going to be the last part we probably design. We might still do a couple of illegal parts somewhere if we can really milk some performance for something for the next season. But I would very much like to assume that we want to get our level 3 factory fairly quickly, if at all possible. So we've got a race today in Munich. I think we can just go ahead and get it started. Now, with our racers, hold on. Drivers. It doesn't actually show their rating there, but Amina has been performing better, has she not? Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah, there you go. So Amina has been performing better, or sorry, the Owlbear has been performing better than Martson over here. So we are going to try to give her the better car this time around. I think she has definitely deserved it. Again, when you look at the raw stats, it looks like Martson should maybe be a little bit better, but maybe the distribution is in a better place. As much as I would like to say 4th or above, we can't guarantee that everyone's going to run out of gas again. That was pretty nice, though. I don't know why that happened, but we'll take it. Let's see here. So yeah, if we were to say swap the engines around, so we could give her the better one. She's already got the better brakes. She had that last race, which honestly might be a bigger thing. I mean, it's a nearly 30-point differential between these two. Sorry, no, it's 23-point differential, isn't it? Yeah, because as I was saying, it's which is more than this, but yeah, 23 and 20 is about the same. Although I don't remember what the engine part or the part performances were for the last race, because we've been improving some things, so these things can mix up a little bit. So yeah, actually she, other than the gearbox, she actually has the best part for everything, doesn't she? Yeah, and already did, but now we're even giving her the better engine. So really putting our faith in the Owlbear here, And, well, so far she has not disappointed. All right, sunny both days. Not, insanely hot, but still some. I think given the fact that it's going to be sunny both days, I think we're probably going to want to avoid the softs because we may have some overheating issues. I think medium's going to be very comfortable for this, so we'll probably focus around that. And let's race. Although, again, we may want to have one person. In this case, it might be medium. What we may want to do is assume we're going to be able to do like a soft, medium, medium for one racer, and then maybe a medium, medium, soft for the other. We'll see. For all we know, it might be possible for the owlbear to do something like soft, medium, soft, depending on how things go. But we'll start with the soft, switch to the medium, and then evaluate things afterwards. And if it turns out we could do 2 stints on softs, then we'll be pretty disappointed that we didn't go something like medium, soft, soft for Martin. I still want to offset that first tire change, so that's going to be pretty good. But it's, not the end of the world. All right, let's go ahead. We'll just use these 2 drivers, of course. Ooh, defaults to medium and hards. Now, that's interesting that the game thinks that might be a way to go. No, what we'll do is we'll get the full practice on mediums for both drivers. And we'll get our racing things there. We may end up using a hard, but like the hard and the soft, we probably won't get the tire tech for it. But we can probably assume we're going to do some runs on medium. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just bring up the downforce and just so we've got everything sort of on one side of the green to be able to get a little bit more information about direction. Over here, yeah, let's I don't know, bring you all the way there, and we'll shorten the speed balance for the same thing. I think these are going to be pretty wrong. Do I have a vague setup for this? We are on Munich track A, Munich B's. We do have some Munich A's where it was raining, but I mean, that's still some info. It was from a while ago. And the 2 cars are different, but we could at least start in the right area. I don't know. Do we want to experiment? Tell you, this one we'll try to do this. I mean, presumably if it was saved, it was good. Again, I don't know which one of the profiles. Let's do this. We'll do the other car normally and see what we can do. All right, take practice, not simulate session. Send out, go, go, go. Send out, go, go, go. You can just go up to speed 12 for this and bring in, please and thank you. Clicked on Morrison first, so you should be the first one in here. Bring the speed down, send out. Downforce is great. Actually, this is kind of stupendous that you got so close. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the downforce a little here. Maybe not so much, because the excellent's probably not that far from the great if it's on this side. The speed balance, we're going to shorten that up pretty considerably here. And then I think I'll just leave the handling for there for now, because it actually might land on an excellent. It could happen. Over here, this is with the loaded profile. And we did end up with a 93 to start off with. We're only good on downforce, and the thing is we don't really have any idea what side. But I think what I'll do is I'll add a fair bit more downforce this way, and I won't tweak anything else over here, and we'll see what that does for the other bits. Speed 12, and bring in. Oop, there we go. Thank you. So some people are on soft, some people are on hard, some people are on mediums. Real mix of things. I think sort of getting the medium tires to be our core is going to be is correct. I feel like that. Okay, we're at 97%. We could find a little bit for the handling. We had great. We're still great. It's probably unlikely that there's an excellent in between those two. Let's just do a little tire pressure just to nudge it a little over here. Whether or not that leaves us in the speed balance, I don't know. I think we're just going to have you finish the rest of the practice as is. The owlbear is going to be okay, and then once we finish everything for race day, we'll figure out how we want to maybe retweak this. If we end up just going to 97%, I ain't going to cry. No siree, no sirrah. Martin is only on good for the arrow. You were great over here, so we know we went the wrong direction. We need a less downforce, but we're really not far. Oh, wait, hold on. Return here? Oh, no, it was my bad. I was misinterpreting the arrows here. So we actually want more downforce and end up just to the left of the previous grade, something like that. Okay. We're at 93%. The speed balance, we probably want to look a little for the handling. So that was great there. It's still great here. Let me give you... That's probably too far. But let me do this and then bring down the tire camber a little bit. So, it was great. It was great. Actually, I'm probably overshooting it. You know what? Let's do this. Tiny little numbers there. There you go. So slightly to the right of the last grade. If this goes down to good, then we know we need to be slightly to the left of the first grade. I know the brakes are speed balance, but the speed balance is going to be affected by the other two tweaks over here. So I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to let that's Martson go out, come back in. Because yeah, no real sense to fiddle with the speed balance while we're still fiddling with the other numbers. If we're close like that. Like, or rather, we know where the excellent is, so we know we can get back to it. There's nothing else for us to discover. Okay, we're up to 96. Double great, and we did break that. So, I mean, it's better overall. So, I mean, we still haven't found the great for the handling, which probably means it's on the left side of that first one. And for the downforce, I mean, we've got to be pretty close. It was great there. It was good over here. It's back to great there. Could be just a tooch more downforce, just that much, and that's all. And then the handling, so presumably the handling needs to be, yeah, just to the left of the first one. That's going to be okay. And then the excellent speed balance was there. If I make you longer, that's probably going to overshoot it. Getting to the sweet spot here is going to be pretty difficult. Hold on. So we need more top speed. So let me return here, and instead what I'm going to do, I'm going to add downforce, but I'm going to add it with the rear wing, which doesn't mess with the handling as much, but does lean this a little bit more towards top speed. And so again, with the handling, we want a little bit more understeer. Okay, well if I just do this, and then I want the handling to go to the left. That gives more top speed that way as well. Not as much. There we go. Oh, you're still where you were. We do want you kind of there. Okay. Tell you what, we'll do this. We'll leave you out. If we need be, we can always go back to this 96, but we'll probably have some info. You can just stay out and get all the info you possibly can. I think I'm okay with this. I don't feel like I need to fiddle anymore. All right, we're getting our medium tire tech, which is great. Temperatures, it's getting a little cool even on this. I mean, it's cloudy now at 19, so that's information we can definitely use. It means we can be more aggressive with the tire modes. The mediums are probably going to be okay tire wear wise. And I think the mediums represent what used to be the hardest compound available here. I think our rules add like one extra notch of hard tire most of the time. Are these two racing? Oh no, totally be different people. All right. Albert is 13th overall with her times so far, which isn't bad. Not great, but isn't bad. We got the level 3 on everything. We got the level 3 on everything. That's going to be lovely. Plus 15% boost from each one of those. Really handy. I mean, people on hard tires did better than us, though. Still proves our car is not really brilliant, but, you know, there you go. I don't think we'll engine expert because we do have really good... medium tires wear more slowly. That is interesting, but I think I'd just rather the performance. Wear more slowly. I mean, we don't need the extra tire wear on mediums, actually, on this. It's going to be fine. All right, let's take a look at our car setups here. So we had better with the 97 here. Yeah, so we'll just go back to the 97, and that's going to have to be okay. We are going to start the Albert. Oh, you're going to start in third position. Yeah, we're going to start you off on softs. And I put Morrison on softs by default. Like, and then this was better. But we do know where the excellent downforce is, which is there. So we may still want to just bring this up to like 27 degrees, just because it would be a little better, and overall it's going to be okay. So we're definitely going to start everyone in the double reds. Softs, mediums. Albert pits first, which is fine. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. I want another really good race if we can manage it. So here we are. 17 degrees. A little cloudy. Dry predicted everywhere. Albert, actually, the first 3 pack get off really well, and Albert is really on the back of number 2 here. Meanwhile, Martin, not as brilliant a start, did drop back, because he started in 8th, I think. Keep on the double red for now. Well, Liao is already on conserving for his tires. Maybe trying to back up the other team. That's possible, too. Ooh, clipped the corner a little bit there is what it looked like. And is definitely being challenged by Moreno in 4th place, who's also running on double reds. We're not going to want to pull back from this yet. And yeah, the tire temperature is surprisingly low. There we go. We're going to get... No, we're still fighting for it. The Albert growls. Fights off 4th position. Who's actually got his own challenge happening there. Ooh, hello. There we go. Keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. A little bit of space here. We might be able to pull back a little with some of our conditions. Things... Okay, now the engine's still going great. Oh, it did get pointed out. I often queue up the pit command after they've like passed the entrance to the pit, so I know it's going to be on the next loop, right? But it has been pointed out that perhaps one of the reasons in the last race it undercalculated Albert's fuel requirements, and we had to go conservative the rest of the race, was maybe I should hit the pit command after they cross the start-finish line, because it may have... Ooh, we've got a crash. Safety car, leaving the garage. Okay, well, let's... we're going to get... I mean, once it's out, we can't pass. I wonder if it's already counting as being out. Hang on, let's leave that for a second. I don't want to get randomly passed here. Martin, same thing. You're actually in the middle of things. Yeah, just hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Okay, I think they're a little bit locked in now. It's so early for a pit. It's so early for a pit. I'm worried if other people don't pit and we just lose a bunch of positions. I mean, we're not going to lose a bunch of time, but we will lose position, right? Actually want to go double blue. What am I doing? At the risk of potentially cooling down the tires. So I don't see little flags telling me these guys are planning on doing a pit. Yeah, and they're not. And the thing is, we have tons of stuff. I don't think we're going to. If we were hanging out like way back in last or something, where we could pit, unpit, catch up to the pack and keep going, sure. But yeah, I don't want to end up having to do a bunch of passing stuff here, so yeah, everyone's gone to blue. It's a little surprising it doesn't like give you a pop-up or, you know, like a prompt, hey, safety car's out. It like, instead of bugging me about pitting, maybe you should say, hey, safety car's out, should we switch everything to double blue? Because I don't think there's any reason you wouldn't ever want to go blue on your engines. The one thing is with the tires, you might want to maintain the temperature. Although you could do that in sort of the pit car's in lap or something, right? So hopefully we haven't missed a golden opportunity here to get something done. But again, you can see no one else is pitting, and I think the reasoning is sound. Yeah, your tires are underheated. That's fine. Now you're going to head to the garage, but we're still going to do a wee bit. Well, let's bring them up a little, actually. Let me go orange for a sec. I don't know if their wear changes. Actually, that might be a good question. I don't know if the wear changes when it gets down to 0. But that's certainly one of the implications. Okay, let's just go to yellow here. Safety car is still there. The pit entrance is still a while to go. Okay, come on. Okay, there's the temp. Now just try to stay in yellow, and hopefully that'll maintain. It may not. Safety car, so it should be pulling in, right? Yeah. So we want to go double red and see if we can get a quick little pass while we're all clustered together here. Go. Defending 3rd place. Oh! Second! You're having trouble passing back here. Yeah, now we're sort of effectively back to the start of the race here in certain ways. Okay, engine's still at 93. You can keep going on the red for now. I mean, it's also hammering your fuel, but that's okay. And it's still tight. I don't want you to get past. I don't know if you can get yourself in the first. Whereas here, what I'm going to do is I will pull back on the fuel, because we want to make sure you get an extra few laps on your mediums. And in fact, you've got lots of time on that. Okay, we know that orange isn't too bad on the engine wear. So we can stay there. Here, I'm kind of feeling like I still want to red it up. Yeah, especially if my competitors are. There's starting to be a little bit more space on some of these straightaways. I'm going to drop you down to orange here. Still nervous. What are you doing? Yeah, alright. You're on orange engine. You're still pushing the tires hard. Here, I'm just going to go to orange. Make you try to last. Martin drops a place. Okay. I'm going to drop this to orange as well. It's not like double orange isn't still pretty aggressive. You have started to lose engine condition. Thing is, you probably could go with more tire wear. 4 laps of fuel. This is probably, especially as they stay cold. I'm going to put you back to red on your tire, actually. But that's about it. Ooh, Owlbear, hold on. See if you can get it back. Maybe. Okay. We'll just go to double orange. I don't think we can truly compete on raw straightaway. Although, our engine's top speed is pretty good compared to the average in the field. Oh, passed again. Yeah, alright. Stay on there. The wear is definitely catching up to the fuel. That's for sure. Back here. Wow, this pack. I don't think I can put you on red engine mode, especially since we want to keep your fuel going a little bit longer. I mean, you still have some quality there, but yeah, you're down to 15th place. Admittedly, you have, all of our worst parts, but I mean, they're not really that bad. Yeah, this one straightaway is where we have a little bit of an issue there. But still holding well. Our tire wear is actually a little bit higher than the 2 people in the front of us on the softs. Which isn't really, really shocking. Looks like we did manage to be softs for like the full tank of fuel. So like Mortson kind of suffered on that. You know what? Unless I really stretch this last set of fuel here. You're here. Start finish line is over there. No matter what, there's only the 2 laps, so it doesn't actually matter. Okay, just stay in your red tire mode and the orange fuel. That's going to be okay. Or can we have you go out for one more? Because she's got to pit first, is the plan. And the fuel is so synced up. Because if I wait, the 2 laps, but then it really... Maybe we can stretch him out one more. And let me bring your tires to an orange here, just so that they don't overheat with the X4. We're going to see if we can squeeze out one more. Alright, so no, definitely not this one. Whee! We are losing a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, you want to pit for fresh tires. I think, actually, we are going to plan on that. Right here. Yeah, I like it. And we are going to do a stint on mediums. So we're going to do that. Fill up and use this trick, because it's not that close, so it feels really weird, but I guess we've got to take every advantage that we've got. It should be okay. I will drop you down to yellow here, just to make sure that we don't overuse the fuel. And yeah, you've got to make it one extra lap here. Yeah, you're fine. You're pitting this lap. You're okay. I'm more concerned about Maritson. Having enough. But the pit entrance is right over here, right? Yeah, so you're going to be fine. So it's 0.9 fuel on blue, but actually I can switch you back to yellow. You will have enough. Excellent. Coming in. Good pit. Excellent. You're going to pit. So, okay. We've got 15 laps remaining. Okay, yeah, you can do 2 stints on the softs. Now, the question is, with the mediums, again, we get the 15% performance boosts. How much better are the softs compared to the mediums? I think they are better enough that it's worthwhile. So, we're going to do that. And actually, since we clearly... Yeah. Hold on. Did I... fucking switched you to mediums. I didn't want to do that. I was like, hold on. I can do the whole race on softs, can't I? I should have double-checked the fuel, but yes, she totally could have. Yeah, you're definitely going to be on orange. That's for sure. You're on low fuel now, but you're going to be okay. Yeah, the mediums can definitely be run on orange the whole time. So again, with the mediums, you get the 15% performance boost, and we can run that on orange. I don't know. I don't know how it compares. All I know is Martin did have a bit of an issue. A lot of people are on mediums, although I don't know. Well, we're going to go double softs at the end, so that's going to be okay. Now it's over here. Still came out ahead of Martin. Oh, wait, no, that's now that Martin is pitted. We do have some fuel to spare, actually. Right? Yeah, we definitely have fuel to spare, because effectively, in 2 pit stops, you have 9 times 2, so 18 laps of fuel left. We've got that. We can definitely run the rest on orange, especially our engines are okay. We actually might be able to sneak in quite a bit on red, actually. But double orange, the only thing with the yellows here, the soft tires, we do have to keep an eye on the temperature. And actually, the temperature is going a little bit up here, too, which is a little surprising, because I didn't think that was the case. Ooh, lost some place there, Albert. Damn. Melo actually came out on hards, which I'm not sure makes a lot of sense. It is letting him run on red, I suppose, although he might still have some temperature issues. Yeah, they're not even driving that aggressively around me. I don't think I can go more aggro than this, though. We do have to make sure that his tire kind of outlasts Albert, which is a little awkward because he's on the soft. But his tire temperature's going up. We're definitely going to drop Martin's tire performance to yellow here. Albert continues to fight for 9th. Our sponsor objective is only 12 and above. So, I mean, we should hit that. Not that it's much extra money. And one of the big things is we still want to exceed expectations, keep our chairman's happiness maxed out so we can ask him for more money more often. We'll get a little more team marketability, but again, I don't think that applies to, you know, we're at like 98% for the team marketability, and I think, you know, there's still that cap, although it'd be nice to hit it. If we can get like 4-star sponsors again, that would be pretty helpful. Oh, yellow flag, another crash. Okay, it's only in one sector. I don't think this is really going to demand much of a behavior change. Martin is in sector 3 here. I could bring something down, but he's not passing anyone anyway. May as well leave him on the orange there. Again, it's going to sync up, I think, better with... yeah, so his tire, like, he's halfway through his fuel. He's not quite halfway through on tire, but the soft, we do need to, you know, we need to get the performance loss at around 10 or 15% for the softs. Yeah, 10% for softs. So super softs 15 and ultras, which you don't normally have access to, is at 20. Yeah, that is correct. So, I mean, we're going to change before that. I think that timing's working out well. These medium tires are getting pretty hot here. We may have to go yellow for a little bit just to stop them from capping out. Not that I'm too worried about the wear right now, because we're at 50% on the mediums, which we can run down to 0%. Well, again, 0% is a flat, so don't get there. We can run it down to 1% and be okay. And our fuel's being consumed pretty quickly, but, yeah, go ahead. Not passed again, but mostly I'm already thinking about the pit stop right now. I'm pretty happy with where we are with everything. So yeah, what I'm going to do with the Albert, when she passes the start-finish line, we will go and schedule the next pit stop at that time. So you can actually probably go dual overtake for a second, just to, you know, annoy your competitors a little bit more. And fuel. Okay, so I'll just cycle this so we get an accurate lap count. So we've got this. We are going to... We'd run out of fuel if we stayed on overtake, but we can do it on high. Engine conditions, okay. Tire, I'll just drop to the medium here. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, pit. So, 7 laps remaining. Wow, would it be exactly 7 as predicted? Yeah, it's an extra, again, it's 0.7 seconds extra fuel time. I think we'll do it with 7. We may have to do a bit of a conserve at the end, but I think that's probably better. And with, we are going to be fine, 9 to 11 laps. That's more than fine, in fact. In the park conditions, I'm okay, and we're going to do balanced, and I'm pleased with this. Yes, we have 8 laps remaining, but there will be 7 laps remaining after the pit stop, which makes sense. Done. And then I'll just drop you down to orange for a second. I think, or to yellow. I think you would have been fine with 1 on orange and then going to yellow, but I don't want to forget there. There you go. You're coming up on pit time, so it's 12th place. Lots of people are doing that. Martin, I think your tires are going to be just perfect. Yeah. Shush. Shush your face. You're going to be fine. So, again, we'll go here. It says 7 laps remain, which is correct. And then it'll be 6 after the pit stop, which is also where we think we're going to be. I'm going to fuel for 6 and a bit. Actually, if I fuel like this, okay. So if we fuel for 5 and a bit, we should come out with 6 laps worth. If we don't, we can probably still manage it by running on blue. But if we've read that correctly, that'll be that. We're definitely going to go softs. And see, it says we don't have enough fuel to finish the race. How confident are we that we have figured this out? Let's find out. All right, Albert coming out in 16th, but I suspect, yeah, lots of other people still have to do their final pit. Albert is on lap 19, so 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 7 laps. We have just under 7 laps of fuel, so we'll run on medium here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll run on low for a lap, or actually 2 laps should work out the math perfectly for Albert. And we're going to keep you on yellow for now, because I think these softs were getting a little warm. I think maybe even on a yellow. Martin coming in. We're really going to have to double check his numbers as he comes out of here and make sure that we didn't blow ourselves up. Yeah, exactly 6 laps of fuel in there, and that should be exactly how much you have to do. Let me toggle over and double check. Lap 20, yeah. He's got 6 laps remaining. He did use a little coming out of there. We may have to do the final lap on a little bit of blue, but we're going to be okay. And you are now saying excess fuel, which I think, yeah, is going to be accurate, because these guys both have 6 laps remaining, and they both have just under 6 laps worth of fuel. So we can just run you on the medium. That's going to be okay. The excess fuel, I don't think is really going to be excess. We'll double check the numbers when we go past the start-finish line, but I think we're basically bang on target. And maybe, maybe 1 lap on a blue engine setting, but again, I don't think the blue engine setting for 1 lap is going to cost us 0.7 seconds of time. We're going to pass a little here, but we hope that our other game is going to be okay. All right, so Albert just passed. She's got, so 21, yeah, so she's got 5 laps left to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's correct. And just over 5 laps worth of fuel. So if we do nothing, you should be perfect. And Martin is going to be in the same boat. He just crossed. He's just there. It might just be like the last 100 meters of the race we switch the engine mode to blue. Or, honestly, we could coast that last stretch, maybe. But we'll probably do a tiny little bit on blue. We'll double-check the numbers. Basically, going into the final lap is when we'll double-check the numbers there. I guess there's not that many pits remaining. Maybe we are going to end quite low like this, 14th, 15th, which would be a little disappointing. So we're not really, close to anyone to pass. There might be some pit stops, but I don't know if they're close enough to really impact where we are. We can't push ourselves any more than this. Oh, someone's got a mechanical problem, so they'll probably want to stop for that. And if they don't, they're probably getting a big performance degrading, so that's okay too. So we're about to pass, and you are still sitting at just over 3 laps, and just over 3 laps. That's looking very good on both of these. But yeah, they're back to back, and there's no one nearby for us to pass. So there might be some stops there, but everyone's done there too. We're 4 seconds behind 13th place. Oh, man. Oh, Gerard had to retire. Well, that'll put us up by 1, I guess. That's something. Okay, so double check. Lap 4, 5. Yep, there we go. 2 laps. 2 laps. You can actually do 1 on orange. I'll probably do that for the last one, and it'll be the same situation with Martin, who can, in fact, they can both do their final lap on orange. We're going to go and, oh, the tire wear is actually going down, like the temperature's going down a lot. Let's kick them both up to the red. I don't think we can make up 4 seconds of time here. But yeah, we can definitely kick up the tires. And with this, want to probably go to orange engine, which will use 1.1 laps of fuel. Yeah, I'm actually going to go now and now. So yeah, we don't even need any of the blue laps, which is kind of surprising to me. that we didn't have to do any conservative driving whatsoever. But, unfortunately, well, I mean, we're a little close. About 2 seconds, just under 2 seconds difference. That's a big ass. That would require basically a mistake over here for us to get through. So unfortunately, no sponsors objective. And 13-14, depending on how the other teams like paired up, could count as a 7th place overall finish, but it could very easily just come in and count as an 8th. Potentially even a 9th. Again, it depends on exactly how the teams have split up their positions. I'm very disappointed. I thought the race had tons of potential. Did I make a big error somewhere? Apparently, well, here's one error is I could have done the entire race on softs. Knowing that, I would have done my entire practice on softs. I guess I could have double-checked the lap things. If it was telling me you could do 9 to 11 laps on my soft tires in practice, and it's a 25-lap race, I should have just been able to say, oh, I can run this whole thing on softs. I didn't actually check because I assumed that wouldn't be the case, but that's a mistake there. That may not have been enough to make a difference, but maybe, because first of all, we would have gotten one extra stint on softs instead of mediums, and we would have had a 15% bonus to softs. Oh yeah, came in 9th. I was going to say, depending on how the points come out, we could come out way bad, and that is indeed the case. That is terrible. Didn't really lose much marketability, but still very disappointing overall. Yeah, I think that we did do a mistake by not running on yellows the entire time. Interview. Accept. Who poop on the driver? Let's see. Oh, I don't have my my chart up. Let's go and see what the various answers to this could give me. Interview responses. And what is it saying? Disaster in that race. Disaster in that race. Yeah, for Engelhart. So, yeah, not really anything. Either, okay, so this would make Engelhart hate me. This would make him love me. Looking at this, apparently I crap on the other team's marketability. That's interesting. Ha ha ha. Ooh, very fancy. All right. Who's in the possible pool? Okay, you can use either Jack perfectly fine, and you've got great stamina, so you're gonna have not much of a mistake chance. We are in fact hiring you. Welcome to the party. 0%. You got 11 on the tires. You can refuel okay too. Yeah, you're also going to be an addition to the party. Hello. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick little look at possible expiring contracts, as I don't know when the last time I did it was. I think it's probably okay for everyone. So I think I did it like in the first or second race, and we're not that far into the season. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the case. If we do an auto cycle here, this is so bad on the tires. I mean, yes, I realize your mistake percentage is low, but that's not really what we're looking for. Although, are all these kind of tired? Oh, we may not have anyone who's perfectly fresh. Yeah, I think we're going to have to just do this, even though it's not entirely, it's not fantastic. Car repairs are complete. Still focusing over here, which is good and fine and dandy. New sponsor available, or that's the one new over here. Oh, hello. We can wait a little bit. We might get one more sponsor before actual race day. We'll double check, but 1 million up front ain't bad at all. I can take it. We've got a qualifying. Oh, is there going to be a qualifying lap option? I think we would do quite poorly in that. I think the random is better for us. Dubai races. Still working on that part, yes. Okay, what is this? Oh. Intentions. Claudia, I'd like to see qualifying based grids with 3 seasons fail. Oh, they'd pay us. I don't think we want qualifying. Because we do really bad in practice in terms of raw times. So I think it would guarantee we'd be quite low. So I'm going to say no. Qualifying bait grids with 3 sessions. I guess 3 sessions probably means... Oh. Qualifying sessions split into there, which decides where drivers start. Drivers are eliminated Q1, Q2. If you make it Q3, you have to start in the race in their tires from Q2. Okay, I'm just going to vote against. Could abstain to get some voting power, but I don't think we want it. And in fact, that was pretty close. I don't know what happens on a tie. Probably doesn't go through. I don't know, actually. I could see them doing it either way, with good reasoning for either way. All right, so there's the engine. So then the question becomes, are we spending more money on more parts or not? I don't know. What we are going to do is clear this, and we are going to work on maxing out the reliability of the newest engine as quickly as possible, because even without being improved, it's already better than this one over here. Continue. Continue. So I'm not going to start another part. I'm just going to save for some factory stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Go. I do want the sponsor before we go to Guilford. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Well, yeah, because then it starts ticking down the race timers. So yeah. So that you can, get your next sponsor. Okay, that is Guilford Day, previews, so offers. Oh, there are 3 available. Oh, hello. Yeah, none of the placement matters. We're going to take this one. It is longer, hold on. Well, this is 200,000 per race. So yeah, this is just better. Or is it? Hold on. Wait. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so 1.25 million. Sorry, math is hard. Divided by 6 is 208 per race, as opposed to 200,000 per race. So yes, it is more by just a tiny scooch. So we'll grab that for the 1.25. Thank you very much. And now, are we actually race day? We are actually race day, so it is time for us to put a cut in here. Yeah, see, our tank marketability can't really get any better than this, but overall it's pretty bad. Mostly, is Martin just that much of a disappointment? Again, his star potential, his stars are listed as better than Albert's. He's only got 4 months left. I wonder if we can just get someone other than Martin. We do have the more scouting that's happened now. Let's actually, I didn't realize we're not doing any scouting at this time. Okay, there's no unemployed drivers to scout. But yeah, we could go looking for just someone who's high marketability / pay driver and put it in there. Except that he or she might be in the losing role while we let Owlbear sort of, win all the things. You don't get a... Oh, yeah, there you go. Pay driver. It doesn't show marketability on this screen. So, here, I'll start Axel. That's another pay driver. There's another pay driver. Whoops. Is it Enrique? Now, I wouldn't mind a good driver who has good marketability as well. But first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly star up the pay drivers. Because if it turns out that one of these pay drivers is actually not so bad, then we will consider looking at them, very aggressively. Team player, entourage. Okay. So of the Jeremy Woodford is nearly 4 stars. Enrique, actually, they both have visually the same number of stars, with Enrique having more potential. Now, I'm assuming he wouldn't be interested. Look at these guys' stats. He's interested. Marketability is only 16%, but he would pay us. And honestly, this is not much worse than the other one. And he is a crazy good driver. Or she. Enrica. Sorry about that. So Enrica was a possibility. What about Woodford? What's your situation here? Marketability is 75%. Not as good of a driver. Well, I mean, I guess they were both at the 3.5 stars level. The other one looks better. Its marketability would be huge, right? Now, how long... Okay, so one of the things we said, someone pointed out last time, is that once you've agreed to a contract, you don't have to actually hire them right away because you can wait for this to clock out a little bit more over here. I mean, cost to break contract, you know, that's really expensive. But in 4 months, it's going to be okay. Do we want to... How paranoid do I have to be about losing access to the other driver, right? And again, yeah, so if you negotiate it, how long will they sit there on their hands? Well, I suppose what I could do is I could just demote Jesper to reserve. That's true. And he theoretically has much higher potential than the owlbear. But the owlbear has marketability, so that means they win. Okay, you know what? We can consider that. We can consider... Okay, I'm going to go for Jeremy here with his high marketability. And what we can do is we can demote the other one to reserve. Your status isn't too important. I mean... So we'll declare you number 2. We don't necessarily need to... If the thing is, you're pretty good. I'll give you number 2 position, if you're okay with that. Wages aren't too important. We're going to leave that there. You'd prefer a long contract. I will offer these, but you don't really care about them, so you will be satisfied regardless. You don't have much patience, but the only thing you specifically request is long contract. That's the minimum I can offer you. So I don't think the pay driver... I mean, so he's sort of kind of going to pay for himself that way, and mostly we're hoping the marketability is the thing that makes it. That is kind of awkward, though, the amount he's asking for, isn't it? Okay, I'll offer you equal status, because it'll probably make you happier. I think this is still an okay thing to do. You know what? Maybe what I'll do... damn, I wanted to record another episode. I was like, oh, I'd love to get the feedback from viewers on this decision. But I was hoping to record another couple episodes today, actually, just to make sure that we have consistent content. Well, in any case, I'm going to put a cut in here before I go and recruit this guy, and I'll give it some think. This would be really, really, really good for our economy. So, yeah. So, I mean, he wants a salary. The pay driver will mostly cover that. The marketability should help us actually make quite a bit more money off this guy. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. Folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.